Happy to be joined by Malik Nabers now, coming off an awesome rookie season. I said this before we started the interview. It's not supposed to be that easy, man. I mean, even your first couple games, I thought, wow, he's not your average rookie. Did you think it would be that easy?
I'm glad I made it look easy because it sure wasn't easy, but it was a challenge every week. I had a great, offensive coordinator trying to give me the ball. Appreciate Brian Dable for, moving me around, trying to showcase my talent early on in the season.
So I think I did the Raiders-Browns game on CBS the week after you guys played the Browns.
Yeah.
Man, that was impressive. I mean, because they have good corners.
Yeah, they had some
and
excellent
there
corners.
was multiple contested catch situations.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys don't win that game if you don't go up and make some of the plays you did. That was super impressive.
Appreciate it.
Let's move on to some other topics. And I want to start with this. How did you guys ever lose any games at LSU? With you, Brian Thomas, and Jayden Daniels?
I'm glad y'all starting to notice. But we was probably the number one offense coming out that year.
Yeah.
Defense was like 123rd.
Yeah, no, I know.
So,
I'm just busting your chops.
Yeah, Coach Dave always say that every time he see me. He's like, I don't understand how y'all didn't win a national championship. I'm like, the defense gave up 50 points. He said, well, you scored 60. I said, we did. I said, well, yeah, but I don't know how we didn't though.
When did you know, and you probably get asked about him all the time, you're probably sick of it, but when did you know that Jayden was like this good?
All right, so I'm glad you asked me that. So after he came, it was my sophomore year. We was going into the spring. And
that was his first year there?
Second year.
Oh, his second year.
Yeah,
okay.
his second year there. So going into his last year, we in spring. And we have we got football school. He's leading the practices on after we do runs.
Yep.
And I seen like a shift after he left. After it was like time to go home. Back to your family. I guess I heard he went work out with C.J. Stroud and those guys.
Okay.
Back in California. But when he came back, like you just noticed like a shift in his game. Like he was way more confident. He gave us way more opportunities to make plays with the football. I think he knew his talent once he got there. He just, he wasn't used to that kind of talent. Not saying anything about those guys that he was playing with
Right.
at Arizona State. I'm just saying, it's different when you come to LSU and you got some receivers like that. So he started, noticing that. Everybody was asking me, what we going to do at quarterback? Will Nuss play? Will Jayden play? And I was like, no, Jayden is playing. And it was like, I don't know. And I was like, no. He's going to be different this year. Y'all going to see. And when he made that shift, it was no surprise for me because how hard he worked. He would wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning, go watch film. Sometimes he would bring me up, but I'm a junior, man. I got class to go to, and I got workouts, so I can't be up at 5 a.m. He don't got nothing to do. So, when he was watching film, he seen a lot of, tendencies in that defense. He helped me out in certain time where I was learning the defense. So, once he did that, it was no surprise.
That's actually really interesting. He very clearly that year, if you guys were one-on-one, he was giving you a chance.
Right.
And I think that's more of playing the position than people realize is like if you have dogs, like just give them a chance in that situation. They're going to make you right more often than not because he did that even with McLaurin and some of the guys this year for the Commanders.
Yeah.
Does it bum you out that he's in your division? You're going to play against him twice every year?
Yeah, it kind of do. I hate his trash talk. So it really bums me out. I gotta step up my game and win some games against him.
What was the game? I saw something where you were like, I saw a video on social media that you were all happy for him. I don't know what game it was, but you post something about you were so happy about.
Yeah,
was it the Lions game maybe?
It was the Tampa Bay game.
Oh.
I went to that playoff game.
Just as a fan.
Right. Yeah. As my brother, it's not just my football friend. That's my actual brother. Like,
got it.
People don't understand the relationship that us three have. Actually, us four. Including Kyron. He's not here, but he's not in the league right now. But the relationship that we gathered when we was at LSU is bigger than football. So if I can go have the opportunity to support my my best friend, while he's playing a football game. That's his first year. He's about to play a playoff game. We know extremely how important that is. So, for him to have his buddies there, watching him, it was great.
Do you have any, have you watched any of the rookie quarterbacks? Have you watched Cam Ward? Have you watched Shedeur Sanders? Do you have opinion on watching those guys?
I watched some film on those guys for sure. Extremely talented. extremely, dogs, got grit, wants to win, wants to lead a team to, a lot of accomplishments. But I don't know, man. It's something different about both of those guys. When they competing against each other, you see online all the time. They always competing against each other. And I like that. I like that competitive mindset. I'm not sure, what the draft going, what the draft going to be, but we'll see.
Would you rather, as a receiver, would you rather them draft one of these guys high, and you can grow with them hopefully for years and years? Or would you rather them bring in like a vet that, let's just say Sam Darnold or someone that had a pretty good year last year, and you already kind of know what you're getting?
I would say probably both. I mean, exactly like you say, you rather have a young guy where you can grow with, and a veteran that, you can play with early on. He knows what's going on.
Got it.
But that rookie also can learn from that vet.
That's a good point.
So when he comes in, it's not like, here, you're the savior of the team. Here,
like Aaron Rodgers, Jordan Love,
right.
Or Alex Smith, Patrick Mahomes.
Exactly. It makes the level, it makes that you're not so nervous about what you get into. Having that just going into this season, I'm going to use myself as an example. I wasn't the savior of the team, so I didn't have that kind of pressure on me. Did I have pressure? Yeah, I was a 6th overall pick, but it wasn't like that kind of pressure that the quarterbacks have.
Right.
You trying to change the franchise. You coming in, they don't have no quarterback there. You have to change this franchise around. I don't want that on a younger guy, a young QB. That can mess up their mind. You start hearing that, you're a buzz, they should never pick you. It kind of brings you down. So I'd rather have a vet that can teach that rookie, and then when his time comes,
Do you have a rivalry at all with Marvin Harrison Jr. in the sense that he got picked before you? Like, did you watch his stats this year? Was it important to you to have a better season than him? Because I thought that was actually one of the coolest parts of Hard Knocks was when Mike Groh, they said, who would you rather have, Harrison Jr. or Nabers? He said, Nabers. Like, there was no hesitation. Right. They wanted you, and they got you, and you obviously had a better year. Did that bother you? Is there motivation there or not really? You're a competitor, right? You want to be the best.
Yeah, like, I don't have anything against him personally.
Yeah.
But that football mindset is different. I'm competing with him. He plays the position same as me.
Yeah.
Like you said, I watch his stats every game I watch it. I watch everybody's stats. I'm sorry, that's just who I am. But him specifically, coming out, he went before me. I went after him, and it was a talk. We were head to head going at it. Blendikoff, he won it. It's always been that head-to-head connection.
Yeah, he got a lot of the stuff that you wanted.
Right.
And maybe deserved.
Yeah, but it is what it is. Hopefully, God bless me in years to come, while I'm on top.
All right, what are the biggest things you want to improve on this offseason going into year 2? Like what watching now that you know what the pro game's like, now you got a season under your belt, where do you feel like you can make strides?
Being an actual route runner. When I watched the clips, over this year, I kind of rushed a lot of things.
You rushed a lot of things.
I rushed a lot of routes.
Your route, so you didn't really snap it off.
Right. I didn't really get busy in the routes.
Okay.
We didn't have a lot of time back there, and I knew, I was the first option. I got to get open fast for DJ.
Yeah.
Or anybody that was a QB. But, also the second thing is probably maintaining my body health. Getting my body right. I had a lot of nicks. It was something every week that I was going through. So just trying to keep my body healthy during the season. It's a pretty long season. You got spring, you got summer, you got fall. So, trying to keep my body at trying to get a layout of what next year, what I want to do with my body.
And the best way to stay in great shape is to eat Popeyes?
Oh. I'm trying to stop that.
No, but tell me about Popeyes, man. It's funny. They got a game day bundle. What's that all about?
Game day bundle is an opportunity for you to have 24 wings.
Nice.
3 side orders. You get 4 dipping sauce.
Okay.
You get you gotta get the biscuits with that. So it's an opportunity to get a lot of food. And it's only $24.99.
I'm embarrassed. I have not had a chicken sandwich yet at Popeyes, and there's one right by my house. I've done we go to Chick-fil-A all the time, but I haven't done like a sandwich at Popeyes, because that's a battle. Which one has the better chicken sandwich? I'm sure you're going to say Popeyes, but Popeyes like a little crispier, right?
Yeah, I used to go crazy with that in high school for sure. I used to go get that every time it was lunch. Give me a Popeyes chicken sandwich.
We had to when I was playing, when I was a rookie. The vets made us get Popeyes for the plane for every away game.
It's the same way with me now too.
Really?
I'm doing the same. I was doing the same thing.
Spurrier was our coach in Washington in 2002. He hated it.
Oh, I know. I know Spurrier.
Yeah, he hated it because he didn't think that's what you should be eating the day before the game. So he gave a speech about how we shouldn't be getting Popeyes the day before game. He's like, have that on Monday or Tuesday.
Nah, when you see me going crazy, you just like, he done ate some Popeyes.
Awesome. Hey, Malik, congrats on an incredible rookie year. It was so fun to watch you out there. Excited to see what you get do in year 2.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for coming on the show, man. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.